𝐤𝐸𝐷 here from 𝐏𝐫𝐸𝐸, and today we're going to be going through a process of replacing the iPhone 6 Plus battery. Now this method is pretty much universal for the iPhone 6s Plus, the iPhone 6, and the iPhone 6s. The tools needed for this repair will be linked down in the video description below. For some people, they're comfortable with using a suction cup and a prying tool. For me, on the other hand, I like to use a blade to pry open the screen. The first thing you'll need for this repair is a Penelope screwdriver. At the base of the iPhone 6 Plus, you are going to find the two Penelope screws. You do want to remove them. Now the next step is to pry the screen off. Personally, I like to use a blade to get it off, but you could use a suction cup and also a prying tool. Gently pull and enter the prying tool near the headphone jack. Just like this. Pow. Once you get enough of the screen real estate off, you should be able to pry the rest off with your fingers. There it is. For this next step, you are going to need a Phillips screwdriver for the shield that's covering the connections for the front-facing camera, speaker, and back-facing camera, and also for the connector for the battery. There are a total of 5 screws up here. Disconnect the digitizer, LCD, front-facing camera. Now here's the most fun part of this repair. Back then when I used to do repairs, I actually did not know there were pull tabs here. Now that I know that, it's quite easier to get the battery out without having to damage it. So here's what you do. You actually peel off that little black tape that just fell off, and then you start pulling this white tab here. After I pull this one out, I'm going to show you another example with this one. Careful. Ooh. If this pull tab ends up breaking somewhere in the middle here, then you're going to have to manually pry out the battery. You don't want to do that because you could risk damaging it. Careful. Ooh. Bow. And if you want to successfully remove the pull tab, you do want to pull it at an angle, because if you pull it on top of this shield right here, you're going to risk breaking it. Be extremely careful. Now we're going to take off the second one. All right. Now grab the white pull tab and start pulling. Careful. Bow. The build on the iPhone 6 versus the 6 Plus is a bit different, and here's why. Now the Taptic engine is actually located under the battery. On the 6 Plus, it's located underneath this shield right here. Therefore, you do want to make sure you remove the Taptic engine underneath the battery, so that way when you're pulling the tab, it doesn't break on the Taptic. Simply buy a replacement battery, once again linked down in the video description below. Pop it in place. Connect the LCD, digitizer, speaker, and front-facing camera. Now, in this case, we're just testing it out. We're not going to assemble everything in place just yet. And hold the power button until the screen turns on. By the way, this is a brand new battery, but I accidentally dropped it in a bucket of Clorox. Therefore, it will not function. Anyways, once you tested your battery and you've made sure it worked, all you simply have to do is put the shield back in place using the Phillips screwdriver. You want to screw all the screws. Also do the very same thing for the battery connector shield. If you have a success and you remove the Taptic engine underneath the battery, you do want to put that back in place. Screw it back in with the Phillips screwdriver. And you pop the screen right in, just like this. You want to be extremely careful when pressing down on the screen. If it's not aligned properly, you could risk breaking it. So extremely careful. That pretty much wraps it up for this video, guys. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, let me know down in the comments below. If you're having trouble, also let me know down below. Anyways, guys, Benji D here from Get Fix. You know I'm out. Peace.